Hey, welcome to the Dray Way. I'm glad you're here. I think I have a pretty cool show for you today. So now's the time to pull up with the chair, grab the sandwich, grab something to drink, and hang out with me for a while because I think we got something we need to talk about. And I think you're going to have some fun along the way. So welcome to the Dray Way. I'm Dray Nay. I'm your host. Let's get started. Let's go! Welcome to the Dray Way. I'm glad you're here. Look, I wasn't going to talk about this. I really wasn't, because it just gets me upset. It just angers me so. It's one of those things I just shake my head at, and I'm like, what country am I in? Because I had to, at times, turn off Pete Hegseth talking to the Senate committee yesterday. I literally had to walk away. I had to walk out the door because of his stupidity and his, like I've said this many times, I really don't like when somebody is really, really dumb. I mean, really dumb. And they think they know everything and they don't know anything. Case in point, the president. You can like him or not. That's your decision, but he's dumb as a fence post. And all you got to do is listen to the words that come out of his mouth. And he's either dumb or he just doesn't even know what he's talking about. And I can give you numerous examples just yesterday. Just in him talking yesterday, the dumbness that came out of his mouth. But Pete Hegseth not only spoke like a moron. I don't know if we use that word anymore, but he spoke like a complete moron. And he did it with his chest out. And that's what was really weird. And then when you're in a corner, when a dumb person gets in a corner, especially these Republicans, this is what's so, it just angers me to my core. Outpours the outright racism. Just flat out racist. Here Senator Tammy Duckworth is like describing the heroism of the people that these bases are named after now. These Congressional Medal honor winners, and saying, how dare you take down these names and restore the names back to what it used to be, which were traitors against the country. You're turning back these heroes, stripping their name off the building to go back to Confederate traitors. Confederates that owned slaves. And somehow you're going to try to convince us that that's a good idea? Somehow you're going to tell the family members that are standing here in this room, and they lost that family member because of their heroism. And now you're telling them to their face, yeah, we're getting rid of that. Yeah, we're going back to the old names. We're going back to the traitors that took arms against the United States. There is only one reason to do, just one. And that is to show your base, look, we're bringing back the people that didn't like black people. See, we don't like them either. So we're going to bring back those people to kind of show you that, yeah, we're with you. We don't like black people either. Sorry, but that's it. Sorry, but if you're a Republican, that's part of what you are. You're part of that racist party. You're part of the party that wants to bring back racist Confederates. And please explain to me why you would still want to be part of a party that wants to be part of people that fought to keep slavery. Tell me how you justify in your own head being a part of the Republican Party and Donald Trump, whose orders it is to restore those names and put back those Confederates that fought against our country and wanted to keep slaves. How dare you? How disgusting. This is why it's so hard to even have a conversation with a Republican, because you're just disgusting. The fact that you can't even in your little head go, yeah, wait a minute. This is too much for me. I can do it. I've done it just recently. On a smaller scale, but I can do it. I'm all for trans people. I'm all for them. But don't put trans people in women's sports. That's where I draw the line. Sorry. It's the way I feel. I don't think it's a good idea. I think if you want to have trans in sports, have them have their own separate sports. But you don't want to put a trans man in a boxing situation against, who were naturally born women. It's not fair. It's just not. And we all know it's not. So let's not pretend it isn't. See? I can do that. I can voice. Now, most Democrats are like, that's not. But see, I can independently think. Republicans can't independently think about anything. You guys can't even step back and go, whoa, wait a minute. We're not bringing back racist generals from the Confederacy. That's not a thing. We're not doing that. That may be that one wacko over there, but yeah, us as a party, we're not doing that. But do you see any Republicans with the balls, with the guts to stand up and say, yeah, we're not doing that? Absolutely not. And that's just it. Republicans, you have no guts. That's the other problem I have with you. You don't have any independent thought. You don't have any moral compass whatsoever. Bringing back Confederate generals that fought against our country and fought for slavery, and you're for that. That makes you a racist. Whether you think so or not doesn't really matter. It does. And everyone's going to see you that way. So congratulations, Republicans. You've once again proved you're nothing more than a bunch of racists. Let me know what you guys think. I can't wait to see the comments. Welcome to the Dray Way. I'm glad you're here. Hit the subscribe button. Hang out with me every day. And don't go anywhere. Part 2 coming up. I keep promising not to talk about it, but I keep getting questions about it. The whole real estate season is over in a few weeks. Yeah, in less than 3 weeks, it's done. 4th of July, it's over with. Nobody's buying a house after the 4th of July. The sales plummet. And now all that forgiveness, all that, we'll just, redo your loan and we'll just forgive and that's all gone. So in the fall, you are going to see foreclosures like you can't even imagine. The numbers of foreclosures at the end of this year are going to be staggering. In 2026, you're going to be talking about foreclosures that match 2007, 2008. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath. If the government just gets out of the way and lets it happen, you are talking about a complete and total bloodbath in real estate. And it's going to be really, really bad. Really bad. And we're talking about most of the country, especially the southern half. Now, are there going to be some areas up north that are safe? Yeah. Yeah. There'll be some areas up north that'll do better because prices didn't go up 80, 100%. Prices went up 10 or 15 or 20%. So yeah, those areas are going to be fine. But what's going on right now in California? California is going to crash. Arizona is going to crash. And I'm talking crash hard. Texas, nightmare. Florida, down another 30%. Yeah, it's all starting. It's already happening. You can't go, oh, you're just making a prediction. No, it's already happening. It's already taken place. What's going to make it more visual? What's going to make it even more? The selling season is over in 3 weeks. It's done. So all this massive inventory that continues to each month go higher and higher and higher. Yeah. And all those condos that have special assessments down in Florida, they can't pay those assessments. Some of those assessments are $50,000, $100,000, $200,000. The real estate shakeup over the next few years is going to be catastrophic. It's going to be very, very significant. And there is nothing you can do about it. And what's going to determine how bad it gets is how many jobs are lost. How many people are going to get laid off? Because layoffs are already here. Layoffs are already happening. And in the retail sector, we're just starting to see the bare surface of it all. Because retail, oh my God. Do you have any idea how many stores are going to close over the next 12 months? How many stores, how many restaurants, how many commercial buildings? It is going to get really, really, really bad. And the reason it's going to get this bad is because we let it get away. We let real estate get away again. We let this whole thing, zero interest rates, so that mortgages were 3%. What did we think was going to happen? What did we think was going to happen? And all that just throwing out money. Hey, you need a loan? You need a business loan? Well, hey, we'll approve it. And like thousands of people didn't just take out loans and abuse that thing. And then we had huge inflation because everybody had money. We created this disaster. Yeah. And Donald Trump wants to create it again. Donald Trump is mad because interest rates aren't going down. He has no idea, and this is, I keep going on, but he literally has no idea how bad things are getting as we speak. How many people have no money? How many people are on the edge? And as soon as these layoffs start happening more and more and more, you're not going to be able to tread water anymore. And so many houses over the next 12 to 24 months, so many millions of homes will be going into foreclosure. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. That's the Dray Way Part 2, Part 3 coming up next. How are you guys doing on your fitness journey? I'm back in the gym. I'm feeling really good. My walking is still at 4.5 miles. The walking has made me feel so much better. I'm still a little weak on my food intake because I'm still having to eat something before I go to bed, and I'm trying desperately to get rid of that. Even though it's fruit and stuff like that, I'm eating before I go to bed. I know it would be best for me if I didn't have to eat right before I go to bed, but I haven't figured it out yet. I think it's maybe because my dinner is so early. I eat dinner at 4 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock. So that gives me between 3:30 and 4 o'clock to when I go to bed at 9:30, 10. That's a big gaping window. But somehow I got to finish off eating at 8 o'clock. If you have something that you use at night to eat before 8 o'clock, I don't want to eat anything after 8 o'clock. If you can think of something really good to eat at around 8, I would love to hear it. I would love to hear it. Right now, I've been trying vegetables. They work sometimes. Fruit hasn't worked for me at all. You know, I thought fruit would, it's just not filling enough. So if you have something that you can eat at 8 o'clock at night and provide good protein, I would love to hear it. I would love to hear it. But yeah, my training is going well. I mean, as you can see, you can look behind me. Look behind me. I mean, each and every day here is just gorgeous. It's going to be 101 today, 102 today, but it's, when you try to explain to people, it's just a dry heat, you know? And if you're in the shade, it's not that bad at all. And if you get a little breeze, it's a piece of cake. But all starting tomorrow, we have like 7 straight days, 93, 93, 94, 93, 93. It's going to be spectacular because everybody thinks, oh, it's too hot in Vegas. And it's just not. I'd rather be at 101 in Vegas than like Chicago's going to be like 96 degrees with 68% humidity. Yeah, no, no, you can have that, you know. I can be outside here for hour after hour, even at 100 degrees and not be wet. That's the thing I hated about Florida is, you know, you would get all dressed up, go outside, and you'd be outside for 5 minutes and you would just be dripping, just wet. I mean, the humidity and the heat was just awful. And you don't get that here. You know, yeah, it's dry. But, and people go, oh, well, it's not green. Like, what do you mean it's not green? Where do you live? What are you talking about? I mean, here, you want to see green? Yeah, here, let me show you. That looks pretty green right there, doesn't it? I mean, what do you mean there's no green? There's green around, you know? It all depends on where you live, you know? But thanks for joining me on the Dray Way today. Remember, there's a new Dray Way each and every day, a new show every day. So come hang out with me and we'll talk about what's going on. If you have something that you'd like to talk about, put it in the comments. Thanks for joining me today. Don't forget, a new Dray Way every day. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow right here. Beautiful blue skies right here on the Dray Way. Have a good day, everybody. We'll see you later.